Welcome back to Bugs, Buzz, and Beyond. Today, we're diving into the hidden world of one of the most persistent and, let's be honest, kind of gross little critters out there, lice. These tiny parasites have managed to survive and thrive by latching onto animals, including us, for thousands of years. But what exactly makes lice such skilled and successful hitchhikers? Why are they so hard to get rid of? And how can we fight back when they decide to make our hair their home? Let's take a closer look at the creepy, crawly world of lice. So, what are lice exactly? Lice are tiny wingless insects that live as parasites. This means they depend entirely on other animals, like humans or pets, to survive. Think of them as professional freeloaders. They get their meals, warmth, and even a place to live, all from us. But they're not all alike. There are around 5,000 species of lice worldwide, although only a few types regularly bother humans. The three main types of lice that affect humans are head lice, body lice, and pubic lice. Head lice, as their name suggests, typically infest the scalp, especially behind the ears and at the base of the neck. Body lice are a bit sneakier. They don't live directly on the skin, but rather in the seams of clothing, moving to the skin to feed when they're hungry. Then there are pubic lice, also known as crabs, which prefer to live in the coarse hair of the human body. Each of these types has its own unique way of surviving and reproducing, but they all share one common goal: to find a host and stick with it for as long as possible. Now, to understand why lice infestations can seem to come out of nowhere and why they're so difficult to eliminate, we need to take a look at the life cycle of a louse. Lice go through three main stages: egg, nymph, and adult. Each stage has its own purpose, and they've evolved to survive and multiply quickly. Lice begin their lives as tiny oval eggs called nits, which are firmly attached to hair strands near the scalp. These nits are often mistaken for dandruff or other debris, but they're much harder to shake off. After about 7 to 10 days, these eggs hatch into nymphs, smaller transparent versions of adult lice that are hungry and ready to start feeding on their host's blood. It only takes about a week or two for these nymphs to mature into adults, which means the population can grow quickly if left untreated. Adult lice can lay around 6 to 10 eggs a day, which is why even a small infestation can escalate rapidly. This short life cycle and high reproductive rate make lice infestations difficult to control without consistent treatment and cleaning. So, how do these little parasites spread from one person to another? Well, lice are crawlers. They don't have wings, and they don't jump or fly. Instead, they move by direct contact. This is why lice spread quickly in places where people are close together, like schools, dorms, or at sleepovers. Head lice in particular spread by head-to-head contact or by sharing items like hats, hairbrushes, or bedding. Body lice are often linked to poor hygiene and overcrowded environments, while pubic lice spread mainly through close physical contact but can also spread through shared towels or linens. Now, let's talk about their diet. How do lice survive, and what do they eat? All lice species feed on blood. They have tiny mouthparts designed to pierce the skin and suck blood, kind of like a tiny vampire. This feeding habit is what makes lice so irritating. When they bite, they inject a bit of saliva that causes itching. And it's that itching that alerts most people to a lice infestation. Without a blood meal every few hours, lice can't survive for long. Head and pubic lice can only last a day or two without feeding, while body lice might survive up to 5 days. How do you know if you or someone else has lice? The most common symptom of a lice infestation is that maddening itch, especially around the scalp, neck, and ears. This itching is caused by the louse's bite and the allergic reaction to their saliva. To confirm a lice infestation, you'll need to look closely at the hair, preferably under good lighting. Nits, or lice eggs, are tiny, oval-shaped, and often appear yellowish or white. They cling to individual hair strands near the scalp, and unlike dandruff, they won't easily flake off. Adult lice are about the size of a sesame seed, brownish-gray, and they move quickly to avoid light, making them tricky to spot. You may need a magnifying glass or special lice comb to get a good look. Now, if lice find their way to you, don't panic. Lice are annoying, but they're not known to spread diseases. There are several ways to treat them, including over-the-counter shampoos, prescription treatments, and good old-fashioned combing. Combating lice takes a bit of persistence. Special fine-tooth combs, known as Ennet combs, can help remove lice and nits from the hair. For severe cases, a healthcare provider might suggest medicated treatments. And remember, it's essential to wash clothing, bedding, and personal items that could be infested. Preventing lice mostly comes down to minimizing head-to-head contact and avoiding the sharing of personal items like hats, hair accessories, and pillows. It's especially important for kids, as they are more likely to come into close contact with friends. Lice may seem like all trouble, but they're fascinating little bugs too. Did you know that humans have had lice for thousands of years? Ancient Egyptians even had lice combs in their tombs. Another fun fact: lice have developed resistance to many modern insecticides. This resistance is why some treatments don't always work, and why there's ongoing research to find new ways to manage these pests. And here's a surprising one. In some cultures, lice are seen as a sign of good luck, symbolizing resilience and perseverance. And there you have it, the lowdown on lice. While they're not the most pleasant of bugs, they play a unique role in the world of parasites and have adapted to survive alongside us through the centuries. If you enjoyed learning about these tiny parasites, hit the like button, subscribe for more bug tales, and let us know in the comments, what insect should we cover next? Thanks for watching. Bugs, buzz, and beyond. Keep buzzing, and we'll see you in the next video.